Do you need a new pair of Joy-Cons for your Nintendo Switch? If you answered yes, then check out my review of the Vivefox Joypad controller for Nintendo Switch, coming up next on Mumbles. Hi everyone, welcome to MumblesVideos product review, the show where I review various products from all over the world. On today's episode of Mumbles, we will be reviewing another Vivefox product, but before we get into that, I do have to ask, if you have not already, please do subscribe to the channel by slapping that little subscribe button, ring that little notification bell, and drop a like on the video. Helps the channel to grow, and just know how much I appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for the support. So guys, on today's episode of Mumbles, we are reviewing the Vivefox Joypad controllers for the Nintendo Switch. Now guys, this is the Vivefox Joypad controllers right here. As you can see, they are fashioned after an old Nintendo control, which is something Mumbles loves. I think they look awesome on the system themselves. I can't say enough good things about the appearance of this thing. Now, these are Joy-Cons that can do pretty much everything that a normal Joy-Con can do, except they cannot use the amiibo feature. So if you need a controller that has amiibo, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this controller is not for you. Now, I have plenty of pictures coming up. I'm not going to hold it in front of the camera or anything because I think that can get a little bit dicey. So we will have some pictures rolling through as I tell you all the features of this thing and everything that it can do. So guys, as I was showing you, this controller can be used in the handheld mode attached to your Switch. It can also be used as a controller. So it does come with a base so that you can use it as a controller in your hands, and you can do that. You can also use this thing in individual mode with one Joy-Con controller in each hand. It does come with its own wrist straps and connectors so that you can use them like that. You can also use this in side mode, one controller to each person, so you have two controllers split up. This control can also do that. In addition to that, this thing also does have all the features as the normal Joy-Con controller. This thing does also have motion control and vibration built in. Now, battery-wise, guys, this thing does take 3 to 4 hours to fully charge, but does have a battery life of 5 to 13 hours. Now, why the wide variance? Because really it depends on how much vibration you're using. When that little motor is running in your controller, that does drain your battery. So just be aware of that. Now, charging wise, this thing can be charged two different ways. The first way is you can just have it in handheld mode and put it on the Switch dock and it can charge that way. The second way is it does come with a single USB charger that you can use to charge each control one at a time. One final feature that this control pad does come with is some rubber covers for your Joy-Con controller. Now, they do this because the Joy-Con controllers themselves, the little controller sticks, can be a little rough on some people's fingers. So they do have some rubber things you can put over the top of those if you so choose. You can use them either way. So guys, that is all the information about this thing. I do just want to say one last time, I do absolutely 100% love how these things look. They have that old school Nintendo vibe that I really, really dig. These are probably some of the nicest looking controllers I have ever had on my Nintendo Switch. Guys, now we're going to go to the con section. There are two cons for this controller today. The first con is that you cannot use amiibos, as I said. If that is important to you, you probably should look for a different controller. Now, the second con is that these controllers are a little bit wider than normal Joy-Con controllers. For me, I actually like it because I can grip the controllers better. But for some people, if you like to use add-on peripherals, such as maybe you are a person who likes to use the motion control and you have a peripheral for the steering wheel and stuff like that, you may not be able to fit these controllers in that peripheral, so please do be aware of that. As the Vivefox Joypad controller is a fantastic alternative to a normal Nintendo control. Not only does it not cost as much as a normal Joy-Con controller from Nintendo, but it also does not have the dreaded drift that many Joy-Con controllers from Nintendo has. This in itself sold this product for me, but beyond that, I like the size, the feel, and the look of this Joy-Con controller. Guys, I can only say good things. 5 out of 5 on today's Mumbles review. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.